Welcome back everyone to another episode of Movie Club Society. We just finished watching The Strangers Chapter 2, directed by Renny Harlem. It's the sequel to this rebooted franchise and stars returning actress Madelaine Petsch, reprising her role as Maya, the sole survivor of the previous film. The story picks up immediately after Chapter 1, and things kick off the moment the movie begins. From the opening scene, the film leans hard into atmosphere. We find Maya in the hospital, and while she's waiting in her room, things take a chilling turn. The masked killers return, determined to finish what they started. She hears a commotion outside her door, and she knows it's definitely them. Now, the hospital is empty and isolated, creating a haunting and unsettling vibe that taps into classic horror tropes. Maya stumbles to hide, but quickly realizes that hiding won't save her. These killers are heartless, ruthless, and won't spare anyone who gets in their way. She moves everywhere throughout the hospital, and even descending into the underground boiler room where the water tanks are, reinforcing the feeling that no matter where you go, you never truly are safe. Now, I will say this, Madelaine Petsch shines in her role. Her performance is more physical than verbal, and her portrayal of a woman pushed to the brink is raw and compelling. Even when the plot veers into implausible territory, Petsch grounds the film. Her grit and vulnerability make a standout final girl, resilient, resourceful, and emotionally resonant. Now, the masked killers, Dollface, Pinup Girl, and Scarecrow return for their signature silence, creepy, and menace vibes. While their presence is terrifying, Chapter 2 begins to peel back the layers of their identities throughout flashbacks. Now, I will say this, that choice may divide fans. Some are gonna love it, some are gonna absolutely hate it. Some will appreciate the added mythologies, while others may feel it undetermines the original's power, which came from the randomness and the mystery of the violence. Personally, I think that what made the original so scary was not knowing so much about these killers. The suspense is strong, but the fear factor fades the more we learn about them. One thing that stood out, and not in a good way by the way, was how the film tries to make everyone around Maya seem suspicious. This was a deliberate misdirection by the filmmakers. Maya is traumatized and paranoid, and the movie attempts to reflect her mental state by making even normal people feel shady, but honestly, it doesn't land well. There's a scene where Maya, while running through the woods, stumbles across an abandoned campsite in a car. Now, out of nowhere, she's attacked by a wild boar. And let me just say, the CGI isn't the greatest. The scene feels completely out of place and will leave you wondering why it was even reshot and added. Now, while I understand the intent was to raise the physical stakes and show Maya's survival instincts, the execution feels flat. It's more confusing than suspenseful and detracts from the grounded horror tone the rest of the film tries to maintain. Now, I will say this, if you're comparing these new movies to the original from 2008, you're likely going to be disappointed, but if you go in without comparisons, they're still enjoyable. I do appreciate how fast-paced the movie is. It doesn't waste any time. The tension starts immediately and rarely lets up. The setting is also spot on. The eerie small town, the creepy hospital, and the dense woods where Maya is constantly on the run all contribute to a strong sense of dread. The cinematography also captures that feeling of isolation and paranoia really well, especially in the forest scenes. You can feel Maya's desperation as she moves through these spaces, and that helps keep the suspense alive even when the story feels flat. Now, just so you know, The Strangers Chapter 2 underwent significant reshoots after the poor reception of Chapter 1. Several scenes were reworked, replaced, or added to improve pacing, character development, and suspense. Now, this is a good example of why directors shouldn't shoot trilogies back to back, because while the suspense is there from start to finish, the balance feels off. Now, is it worth watching? Yes, but I don't think I'll be adding this trilogy to my collection anytime soon. That's all I have for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, because here at Movie Club Society, we don't just walk into the woods, we survive them.